Yes. Good morning, children. జనరల్ ఇంగ్లీష్లో ఈరోజు మనము 6th పార్ట్ డిస్కస్ చేయబోతున్నాం నాన్న. 1 to 6 fill in the blanks. In each of the questions given below, a sentence is given with one blank. Below each sentence, 4 words are given, out of which 2 can fit the sentence. 5 options are given with various combinations of these words. You have to choose the combination with the correct set of words which can fill or which can fit in the given sentence. So you have to fill the gap by using 2 words. Would you like to have dash copy? So if any friend comes to your house, how we are going to say, would you like to have some copy or more copy? Generally we are going to have, would you like to have some copy? సో కాబట్టి సమ్ అయినా వాడచ్చు, మనము మోర్ అయినా వాడచ్చు. కాబట్టి అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? బి అండ్ సి ఏమవుతుంది? బి అండ్ సి. దెన్ సెకండ్ వన్, దైశ్రీ యూనిఫైడ్ స్కూల్ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ సేస్ దే ఆర్ ఇన్వెస్టిగేటింగ్ థ్రెట్స్ మేడ్ డాష్ ద డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ అండ్ దైశ్రీ హై స్కూల్. దైశ్రీ స్కూల్కు విరుద్ధముగా అంటే అప్పుడు ఏం రావాలా? అగెనెస్ట్. అంటే బి కాంబినేషన్ రావాలా. బి కాంబినేషన్తో ఏముంది? ఏబి ఉంది. సో 2 words అగెనెస్ట్. ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఈజీ. వై? బికాస్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఫిల్ దట్ బ్లాంక్ విత్ 2 words. ఇఫ్ యూ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు ఐడెంటిఫై ఎ కరెక్ట్ వర్డ్, ఆటోమేటిక్లీ ఇట్ గివ్స్ ద క్లూ. This is very easy. These are all the previous papers, Nana. From 2011 onwards, 2021, I have been discussing the previous papers of clerical prelims and POs prelims related to IBPS clerks prelims, IBPS PO prelims, SBI clerk prelims, SBI PO prelims, and SO prelims, insurance companies prelims, and RBI clerks prelims. 2011 to 2020. This is more than enough. Then I was going dash to say hello when I realized that I could not remember his name. See, I am not in a position to recollect his name. So then I am going to say how I am going to greet him, how I am going to greet that fellow. I am not in a position to identify the name of that fellow. Then how I am going to greet? Just by saying hello. So whenever any friend comes before you, if you are not in a position to identify, and if that fellow is with smile, what you have to do? You have to give the smile and you have to say hello. When you are going to come across, when you are going to encounter, so come across, D must use. With D combination, beyond across, no. Over across, through across. So which one is applied? Going over, going across. So B may be correct, D may be correct. One word must be across. So then you have to search the combination. Then in 1947, related to the first, in 1947, the sales tax was lowered to 4%. 1947 లో sales tax 4% తగ్గించారు. Then in 2000 it was abolished, absolutely, టోటల్గా అబాలిష్ చేశారు. అబ్సల్యూట్లీ అంటే కంప్లీట్లీ అంటే ఆల్ టుగెదర్. సి అండ్ డి. 1997లో 4% తగ్గించారు. 2001కి వచ్చేందుకు పూర్తిగా అబాలిష్ చేశారు. అబాలిష్డ్ కంప్లీట్లీ. హియర్ ద ఎంటైర్ సెంటెన్స్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి మోడిఫైడ్ బై అన్ అడ్వర్బ్. సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు యూజ్ కంప్లీట్లీ ఆర్ ఆల్ టుగెదర్. విచ్ ఆప్షన్ ఈజ్ కరెక్ట్? 4th option is correct. Then children dash their parents' authority far more nowadays than they did in the past. See, I am at the age of 63. And while I was a child, I didn't dare to question my parents. But nowadays, children are bright enough, clever enough, bold enough to encounter each and every situation. Encounter means challenge. Other word, question. Why? What is the reason? Why should I go? Why should I stop viewing that cell phone? So in cell phones, so many things are there. Why you are putting so many restrictions like this? Nowadays, children are going to encounter the real challenge. So you have to start. One word must be challenge. Then AD, dispute. Children dispute, no. Children question, so AD, BD, yes. Children confront, no. Confront is a word followed by the position with. So we won't use confront. So automatically question and challenge. So option is BD. Choice 5 is correct. Then sixth one, the United Nations has dash its authority to restore peace in the area. The United Nations has dash its authority. See, it has used its authority. Used its authority means exercised its authority. So one word is used, another word is an exercise. Which combination, AC combination is correct. In such a way, you have to fill the blanks. If you search one word, automatically you are going to get the clue to go for the second word. Okay, once again we can review this fill in the blanks. Nana, would you like to have more copy or some copy? Here, copy is noun, its modifier is adjective, more adjective, some adjective. The Daisari United School District says they are investigating threats made dash the district. Threats made dash against the district and Daisari High School. దైసారి హై స్కూల్ మీద కొన్ని కామెంట్స్ వచ్చాయి, దాని మీద వీళ్ళు ఇన్వెస్టిగేట్ చేస్తున్నామని చెప్పారు. కాబట్టి అగెనెస్ట్. సో ఇఫ్ యూ గో ఫర్ అగెనెస్ట్ అమంగ్ ద గివెన్ వర్డ్స్ విచ్ వన్ ఈజ్ సూటబుల్? 2 words అగెనెస్ట్. I was going dash to say hello when I realized it is related to the first. When I realized that I could not remember his name. Some friend came, I could not recognize his name. Say, I am going to say hello. I am going to say hello when I am going to come across a new person. I am not in a position to identify him. Come across or over. Come going over or across. BD combination. In 1997, the sales tax was lowered to 4%. Then in 2001, it was abolished completely. Here, completely means altogether. Both are going to convey the same meaning. Then CD combination is correct. Children dash their parents authority. Parents authority. See, here parents means both father and mother. When any plural noun ends with yes, if you want to keep them in the possessive case, where you have to keep the apostrophe? You have to keep the apostrophe after yes. Why? Because we have to make both the parents responsible, authority. So children dash their parents' authority far more nowadays than they did in the past. Here comparison. In the olden days, children won't control the parents. Nowadays, the children are making a confront. Confront means, confront is a word followed by the position with, but it is not there. If it is with, definitely we have to go for confront. So challenge, encounter, that is question. So PD combination, choice 5 is correct. The United Nations has dash its authority to restore peace in the area. ఆ ఏరియాలో ప్రశాంతత తీసుకురావడానికి యునైటెడ్ నేషన్స్ తన యొక్క అథారిటీని వాడుకున్నది. జనరల్గా ఆఫ్టర్ హ్యాజ్, హ్యావ్, హ్యాడ్, హ్యావింగ్, బీయింగ్. ఎవ్రీడే ఐ యూజ్ టు టెల్. ఆఫ్టర్ దీస్ 5 words we have to use third form of the verb. So third form of the verb, use, used, V3, blow, blew, blown, V3, exercise, exercised, V3, refuse, refused, V3. All are V3s. But as per the word order, we are not in a position to decide the answer. Then we have to go for the tone of the passage. The United Nations used. Used means exercise. So then A and C, first combination is correct. Then second one, Nana, 7 to 15. This is related to phrasal. This is related to phrases or sentence improvement. See, in each of the question given below, a bar an idiom bar phrase is given in bold, which is then followed by 5 options, which then tries to decipher. Yesterday also had given the meaning of discover. Discover means disclose. D-I-S-C-L-O-S-E, disclose. Another meaning, show. S-H-O-W, teluputa. Discover means disclose, show. Other meaning, display, teluputa. So to discover, to disclose, to show, to display. After to we have to use first form of the verb. Its meaning as used in the sentence. Choose the option which gives the meaning of the phrase most appropriately in context of the given sentences. See, phrasal verbs, idioms and phrases. This is the very, very typical exercise. You have to read the sentence, you have to understand the tone of the passage, then only you have to go for the option. If you are not in a position to understand the tone of the passage, better to skip. But this is a very dangerous area, phrases and idioms. She comes across really well on television. She comes across really well on television. మరి మనకు టెలివిజన్లో ఆమె చక్కగా కనపడుతుంది. మరి ఇక్కడ డిస్కవరా? ఇస్ దేర్ ఎనీథింగ్, ఎనీ డిస్కవరీ? నో. ఎక్స్ప్రెస్, ఇస్ దేర్ ఎనీ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్? నో. బిహేవ్, మేబీ. ఆఫర్స్? నో. ప్రొవైడ్? నో. సో హియర్ విచ్ వన్ ఈజ్ సూటబుల్? Behave is suitable. So she comes across really. She behaves really well on television. నిజంగానే టెలివిజన్లో ఆమె చక్కగా బిహేవ్ చేసింది. రియలీ వెల్, చక్కగా బిహేవ్ చేసింది అని అర్థం. ద డీల్ వాజ్ కంప్లీట్లీ ఓపెన్ అండ్ అబౌవ్ బోర్డ్. ద డీల్ వాజ్ కంప్లీట్లీ ఓపెన్. ఓపెన్ ఈజ్ ఇట్ పాజిటివ్ ఆర్ నెగటివ్? పాజిటివ్. So, and parallel usage, completely open, it is positive, parallel usage, and afterward must be positive. Mislead, negative. Profitable, okay, positive. Dupe, duplicate. Respect, okay, it is also positive. Honest, positive. But which one is suitable? The deal was completely open. That means completely open means completely honorable, completely acceptable, completely viable, completely reasonable, completely feasible. So automatically you have to go for honest. You have to go for completely open. The deal was completely open and honest. Then for most businessmen, the central questions will turn on taxation. For most business, the central questions will turn on taxation. వ్యాపారస్తులకు సంబంధించి కేంద్ర ప్రభుత్వం ఎల్లవేళలా దేని గురించి మాట్లాడుతూ ఉంటుంది? ట్యాక్సేషన్ గురించి మాట్లాడుతుంటుంది. సో సెంట్రల్ గవర్నమెంట్ విల్ టర్న్ ఆన్, విల్ కన్సర్న్ ఆన్. టర్న్ ఆన్ మీన్స్ కన్సర్న్. దే sought దే sought a controlling interest rather than a takeover. They sought a controlling interest than a takeover. టేక్ చేయడం కంటే వాళ్ళు కంట్రోల్ చేయడమే మేలు అనుకుంటున్నారు. మరి మళ్ళీ కంట్రోల్ అనే మీనింగ్ ఏ రావాలంటే బై అవుట్. ఐ థింక్ హీ వాజ్ జస్ట్ పుట్టింగ్ ఆన్ యాక్ట్ టు గెట్ సింపతి. సింపతి కోసం వాడు యాక్ట్ చేస్తున్నాడని నేను అనుకుంటున్నాను. అంటే ఏంటి? మనల్ని డిసీవ్ చేస్తున్నాను అనుకుంటున్నాను. కాబట్టి విచ్ వర్డ్ ఈజ్ సూటబుల్? డిసీవ్. పుట్టింగ్ ఆన్ మీన్స్ డిసీవ్. టేక్ ఓవర్ మీన్స్ బై అవుట్. టర్న్ ఆన్ మీన్స్ కన్సర్న్. Above board means honest. Comes across means behave. And as per the tone, if you are not in a position to understand the tone, what you have to do? You have to skip. See, I can put up with the house being messy, but I hate if it is not clean. నాకు ఇల్లు క్లీన్గా లేకుంటే నాకు ఓర్పు ఉండదు, నేను ఓర్చుకోను, హేట్ చేస్తాను. బట్ I can put up with the house being messy. Messy means disorder. MESSY, messy means disorder. డిజార్డర్గా ఉంది, నాకు అది నచ్చదు, కాబట్టి మెస్సీ. బట్ ఏం చేస్తాను? ఐ కెన్ పుట్ అప్ విత్, భరిస్తున్నాను. పుట్ అప్ విత్ మీన్స్ బేర్ విత్, భరించుట. దెన్ హీ గేవ్ ఇన్ టు మై సజెషన్ ఆఫ్టర్ ఐ హ్యాడ్ షోన్ హిమ్ ది ప్లాన్. నేను నా ప్లాన్ చూపించిన తర్వాత అతను ఏం చేశాడు? దానికి ఒప్పుకున్నాడు అంటే ఏంటి మరి? అగ్రీ. గేవ్ ఇన్ మీన్స్ అగ్రీ. She cut in on a station wagon, forcing the driver to brake. She cut in a station wagon, forcing the driver to brake. డ్రైవరును నువ్వు ఖచ్చితంగా బ్రేక్ చేయమని చెప్పాడు. అంటే బ్రేక్ చేయమని చెప్పాడు అంటే ఏంటి? దగ్గరకు వచ్చి బ్రేక్ చేశాడు. కట్ ఇన్ అంటే ఏంటి? టూ క్లోజ్, దగ్గరకు వచ్చి నువ్వు బ్రేక్ అయ్యి అని చెప్పాడు అని అర్థం. టూ క్లోజ్. వన్స్ అగైన్ నాన్న, she comes across really well on television means behave. The deal was completely open, and above board means completely open, and above board means honest. For most businessmen, the central questions will turn on taxation. So, main concern is taxation. So, turn on means concern. Government will turn on, government will concern. They sought a controlling interest rather than a takeover. Takeover means buyout. I think he was just putting on an act to get sympathy. నేను అనుకుంటున్నాను వాడు సింపతి కోసం ట్రై చేస్తున్నాడయ్యా. గెటింగ్ ఆన్, పుట్టింగ్ ఆన్ మీన్స్ డిసీవ్. ఐ కెన్ పుట్ అప్ విత్ ద హౌస్ బీయింగ్ మెస్సీ. డిజార్డర్గా ఉంది ఇల్లు, కానీ ఏం చేయాలో భరిస్తున్నాను. బట్ ఐ హేట్ ఇట్ ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ క్లీన్. హీట్ అంటే క్లీన్గా లేకపోతే నాకు నచ్చదు. కాబట్టి పుట్ అప్ విత్ మీన్స్ బేర్ విత్. హీ గేవ్ ఇన్ టు మై సజెషన్ ఆఫ్టర్ ఐ హ్యాడ్ షోన్ హిమ్ ది ప్లాన్స్. నా యొక్క ప్లాన్ చూసిన తర్వాత అతనికి నా యొక్క సజెషన్ అతను ఒప్పుకున్నాడు. కాబట్టి ఏం రావాలా? అగ్రీ. She cut in on a station wagon, forcing the driver to brake. She cut in on a station wagon, forcing the driver to brake. మరి ఖచ్చితంగా బ్రేక్ ఏమని చెప్పి ఫోర్స్ చేశాడు అంటే దగ్గరికి వచ్చాడు. కాబట్టి కట్ ఇన్ మీన్స్ క్లోజ్, టూ క్లోజ్. నా దగ్గరికి వచ్చి ఖచ్చితంగా బ్రేక్ ఏమని చెప్పాడు అని అర్థం. దెన్ 15th one. Most patients find that the numbness from the injection wears off after about an hour. చాలామందికి తెలుసు ఇంజెక్షన్ వేస్తే నమ్నెస్ అంటే ఏంటి? అన్కాన్షియస్. నమ్నెస్ మీన్స్ అన్కాన్షియస్. కాన్షియస్ అనేది ఉండదు. అది కొద్దిసేపటికి ఆ ఇంజెక్షన్ దాని ఇంపాక్ట్ అయిపోతే ఏమవుతుంది? నమ్నెస్ వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. కాబట్టి వేర్స్ ఆఫ్ మీన్స్ ఫేడ్. నమ్నెస్ మీన్స్ unconscious. 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 Numbness means unconscious. Most patients find that the numbness from the injection wears off. Wears off means fade after about an hour. మత్తు ఇంజెక్షన్ ఇస్తారు. సపోజ్ చేయికి ఇంజురీ జరిగింది, ఇక్కడ నాకు షోల్డర్కి ఇంజురీ జరిగింది. ఇఫ్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు బి ఆపరేటెడ్ దే లోకల్ దాని ఏమంటారు? లోకల్ అనస్థీషియా. ఇక్కడ ఇంజెక్షన్ ఇస్తారు. సో ఈ ఏరియా అంతా ఏమవుతుంది? నమ్ అయిపోతుంది. దెర్ ఇస్ నో కాన్షియస్నెస్, దెర్ ఇస్ నో పెయిన్. సో దెన్ ద డాక్టర్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు మేడ్ ద సర్జరీ. సో ఆఫ్టర్ సమ్ టైమ్ it is going to be relieved, it is going to be faded, it is going to be wears off. Wears off means fade. Then next item is 16 to 25. This is correction of sentences. Yesterday also we did the same type of exercise. This is all already I told you. I used to take every day one previous paper related to IBPS clerks, IBPS PO prelims, and SBA clerks, SBA PO prelims, all insurance companies clerks PO prelims, RBI clerks prelims, and see, all these papers are from 2011 to 2021. So, previous papers, these are all the previous papers. If you observe and if you listen these videos with care and concentration, this will help you a lot. Then, now 16 to 25, in each of the questions given below, a sentence is given, which is then divided into 5 parts, out of which last part is correct. There is an error in three parts of the sentence. In 3 parts of the sentence, and only 1 part is correct. You have to choose the part as your answer. That means your job is you have to identify the correct part. You are not going to concentrate on the last part. Last part itself is a correct one. Last part itself is a correct one. So you have to concentrate on the other four parts and you have to identify the correct part. Come on. After he had read the two first chapters of the novel, the two first, when two first, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are ordinals. First, second, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of numbers. First, second, third, fourth are ordinals. When number ordinal come, we have to use first ordinal. So instead of the two first, you have to use first two. First two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are numbers. First, second, third, fourth, fifth are ordinals. When number ordinal come, first what you have to use? Ordinal, followed by number. After he had read the first two chapters of the novel, he had felt like, here had, another had, we won't use. It is past perfect tense, followed by past tense. Past perfect tense is followed by past tense. So, after he had read the first two chapters of the novel, he felt like reading the book in one sitting. He felt, this is past tense, this is past perfect tense. So past perfect tense is followed by past tense. Here, chapters of the novel, not to the novel. Then here two first is wrong. Why? Because two is number, first is ordinal. When number ordinal comes, first we have to use the ordinal, first two. So second part is wrong, third part is wrong, fourth part is wrong. Which part is correct? First part. After he had read the first two chapters of the novel, he felt like reading the book in one sitting. Then, since most of the urban people have been lived at polluted areas, they suffer from severe diseases caused by pollution. Since most of the urban people have been living. Whenever you are going to trace the words since or, we may use perfect tense or you may use perfect continuous tense. It may be present or it may be past as per the context. Here, since most of the urban people have been living where in polluted areas, not at in polluted areas, they suffer. Here they is plural. So you have to use they suffer or they suffered. S-U-F-F-E-R-E-D. Why? Because here have been living. So they suffered from severe or they suffer. Better to use suffer. Why? Because here it is in the present perfect continuous tense. So better to use suffer. So since most of the urban people have been living in polluted areas, they suffer from severe diseases caused by pollution. Here diseases is noun, its modifier. Severe is adjective, severely is adverb. So they suffer. So error is in second part, error is in third part, error is in fourth part. Then which part is flaw free? First part is flaw free. Then next, Nana. Broadly speaking, of a layman language, disability could be classified in two groups. As soon as you are going to read this sentence, you may get one part which is flaw free. Could be, only two words, could be, there is no error. So could be is the non-flaw part, tappu lenatuvanti part. Broadly speaking, no need to go for of a. You have to delete. Broadly speaking, layman language, it is not correct. Layman's language. After possessive case, you have to use noun. Layman's language, disability could be classified into two groups. So, error is in first part, error is in second part, error is in fourth part. Which part is flaw free? Second part is flaw free. Second part, not second part. Third part is flaw free. Then, although there are some similarities at the qualification of both candidates, the differences among them are considerably pronounced. Although there are some similarities at the qualification కాదు, although there are some similarities with the although there are some similarities with the qualification of both the candidates, both plural, CANDIDATS, candidates, the differences among is wrong. Why? Because both, so we have to use between. So when there are two persons, we have to use between. More than two, we have to use among. Then there is error in the B part, error in the C part, error in the D part. Which part is flaw free? First part is flaw free. Although there are some similarities with the qualification of both the candidates, the differences between them are considerably pronounced. Then when the group, 20th, when the group of teenagers visits the entertainment center, little did they know that its outing would lead them to a hospital. When the group of teenagers, is there any particularity? No. So definitely we have to use A. When a group of teenagers plural, so you have to use plural. So instead of visits, you have to use visit. So when a group of teenagers visit the entertainment center, little did they know, after do, did, does, shall, should, can, could, may, might, will, would, need, dare, ought to, must. After these auxiliary, we have to use V1. Do, did, does, will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, need, dare, OUGHD, ought to, must. Do, did, does, shall, should, can, could, will, would, may, might, dare, ought to, must. After these words, auxiliary, you have to use V1. So here, did they know? Wrong. Did they know? Did they know that its outing? Here, group of teenagers plural. So here, its is wrong. You have to use their outing. So error is in A part, error is in B part, error is in C part, error is in D part. Already E part bold one was given as correct. So then here all are incorrect. All the other parts are incorrect. Go for 5. Then 21. If the present guidelines, the bank are required to obtain a photograph from any persons who wishes to open an account. If the present guidelines, it is wrong. As per the present guidelines. As per the present guidelines, the bank singular is required to after two have to use first form of the verb, to obtain a photograph from any singular. So instead of persons, you have to use person who wishes to open an account. Here, error is in first part, error is in second part, error is in third part, error is in fourth part. All are incorrect. Then 22. Although the clock struck 12, we hear the big bang of firecrackers and saw all the guests scream, shouting and wishing each other with joy. Here, saw, it is related to the past. So, although The clock struck, struck also, strike, struck, striken. This is also past. So you have to keep the entire sentence in the past. Although the clock struck twice, it is wrong. When class, when the clock struck 12, గంట 12 కొట్టినప్పుడు we heard, related to the past, HEARD, we heard the big bang of the firecrackers and saw all the guests shouting, wishing, means parallel usage. Its scream must be screaming. So error is in the first part, error is in B part, error is in C part, error is in D part. So all are incorrect. All are incorrect. So when the clock struck 12, గంట 12 కొట్టినప్పుడు we heard the big bang of the firecrackers. మరి డిసెంబర్ 31 అనుకుంటాను, ఓ భయంకరమైనటువంటి క్రాకర్స్ పేలినాయి. అండ్ సా ఆల్ ద గెస్ట్ స్క్రీమింగ్, షౌటింగ్ అండ్ విషింగ్ ఈచ్ అదర్ విత్ గాడ్. ప్రతి ఒక్కరు గట్టిగా కేకలేసుకుంటూ, అరుచుకుంటూ, ఒకరికొకరు కౌగిలించుకుంటూ జాయిగా గడిపారు. ఈచ్ అదర్ అనేటువంటి మోర్ దాన్ 2 కాబట్టి మోర్ దాన్ 2 కాబట్టి ఈచ్ అదర్ వాడుతున్నాడు. దట్స్ ఆల్. సో ఎక్కడ ఎర్రరు లేదు, ఆల్ ఆర్ ఇన్కరెక్ట్. దెన్ 23. The Rupali wanted to get the clear picture about the incident, so she spoke to the victims. Wanted, past. Spoke, past. Speak, spoke, spoken, past. The Rupali is the proper noun. Before proper nouns, we won't use the definite article the. So we have to delete the. So Rupali wanted to. After to, what you have to use? First form of the verb, get. Rupali wanted to get the clear picture about wrong. Clear picture of the incident. So she spoke to the victims. Mari enti, which part is flaw free? Fourth part is flaw free. The incident she spoke. There is no error in that part. So next, Nana. Next, 24th. The center has accepted the report of the Judicial Commission that indicated related to the past. So if it is past, you have to change has to had. The center had accepted the report of the Judicial Commission that indicted a former chief minister, not indicted. It should be inducted. INDUCTED. Inducted అంటే ఏంటి? చేర్చుకొనుట. Inducted a former chief minister and 6 of his ministerial colleagues for corruption, favoritism, nepotism and administrative impropriety. మరి ఇక్కడ ఏమంటున్నాడు? ది సెంటర్ హ్యాడ్ యాక్సెప్టెడ్ ద రిపోర్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది జ్యుడిషియల్ కమిషన్ దట్ ఇండక్టెడ్ అంటే చేర్చుకునుట, దట్ ఇండక్టెడ్ ఏ ఫార్మర్ చీఫ్ మినిస్టర్ మరియు అండ్ 6 of his ministerial colleagues for corruption, favoritism, nepotism and administrative impropriety. And 6 of his ministerial colleagues of corruption or colleagues with corruption. Ante inka bagundu, colleagues with corruption. So then error is in the A part, error is in the C part, error is in D part. Then which part is flaw free? Second part is flaw free. Before invested, you should look at the overall business dynamics for the company along with its efficient management and good corporate governance. Before investing, invest chese mundu, before investing, you should look at the overall business dynamics of the company along with its efficient management Good corporate governance. Here, before investing, you should look at the here, there is no error. Second part is flaw free. You should look at the overall business dynamics of the company with its efficient management. No need to go for alarm. Delete. No need to use alarm. With its efficient management and good corporate governance. See, this is related to the correction of sentences. Once again, I am going to review. See, after he had read the first two chapters of the novel, he felt like reading the book it once sitting. Error related to the past perfect is followed by past. Okay. Simple past you have to use. Then 17th one, since most of the urban people have been living in polluted areas, they suffer from severe diseases caused by pollution. Here, error. Since is the present perfect continuous tense we have to use. In polluted areas we have to use. They plural we have to use suffer from severe diseases caused by pollution. Then, next 18th one. Broadly speaking, no need to use of a. Broadly speaking, layman's language. It should be in the possessive case. After possessive case, Rama's book, Sita's pen. After possessive case, you have to use noun. Language, disability could be classified into. Classified is a word followed by the position into two groups, namely mental and physical. Then, although there are some similarities at the qualification, with the qualification, similarities with the qualification of both the candidates, both. So you have to use plural noun, both candidates. The differences, both, only two. So you have to use differences between them are considerably pronounced. Here pronounced is a verb. Its modifier is considerably. Consider, adjective. Considerable, consider, verb. Consider, considered, considerable. Considerable, adjective. If you are going to add ly, it becomes adverb. So, when the group of teenagers, here there is no particularity, so you have to use indefinite article A. When a group of teenagers, it is group of teenagers plural, so you have to use visit. Visit the entertainment center. Little did they know, after do, did, does, shall, should, can, could, may, might, will, would, may, might, must, dare, need, ought to. After these auxiliaries, we have to use first form verb. So, did they know that its outing is wrong? That is teenagers plural. So, you have to use plural pronoun. Instead of its singular pronoun, you have to use their. Their outing would lead them to a hospital. Then, 21st. If the present guidelines, it is wrong starter. As per the present guidelines, if unnatuvanti guidelines prakaramu, the bank is singular. He is required to. After to, what you have to use? First form verb. To obtain a photograph from any person, any singular. So you have to use any person, not persons, who wishes to open an account. Person, it is a living object. Yesterday we discussed for living objects we have to use the related pronoun who. We have 6 related pronouns: who, whom, whose, which, what, that. Who, whom, whose are going to be used for persons, and which, that. We are going to use for the non-living things. Okay, Nana. Then next, 22nd. Although the clock struck 12, we hear the big bang of the firecrackers and saw all the guests scream, shouting and wishing each other with joy. Saw related to the past, struck related to the past. So we have to go to the past. So when the clock struck 12, we heard past. Here you have to change heard the big bang of the firecrackers and saw all the guests screaming, shouting and wishing. Screaming and shouting after and wishing is there. Before and also we have to use the ing form. So this is known as parallel usage. Then the Rupali wanted to get the clear picture about the incident. So she spoke to the victims. Here, Rupali is proper noun. Before proper nouns, we won't use the definite article the. So Rupali wanted to. After to, what we have to use? First form of the verb to get the clear picture of the incident, not about the incident. Clear picture of the incident. So she spoke to the victims. Then next. The center has accepted the report of the Judicial Commission that indicated is wrong. Here vocabulary inducted ante cherchukonuda. Inducted a former chief minister and 6 of his ministerial colleagues elanti varu allu with corruption, favoritism, nepotism and administrative impropriety. All are negative. Nepotism means bandhu preeti, love for relatives. Nepotism means nepotism, Nepotism. Nepotism means love for relatives. Love for relatives. దాన్ని nepotism అంటారు. సో కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ ది సెంటర్ ఇక్కడ inducted, not indicted. Inducted అంటే చేర్చుకొనుట. So here inducted vocabulary you have to change. It is past. So you have to change present perfect to past perfect. So the center had accepted the report of the Judicial Commission that inducted a former chief minister and 6 of his ministerial colleagues with corruption, favoritism, nepotism and administrative impropriety. Then next 25. Before invested, it is wrong. Before investing, you should look at the overall business dynamics of the company along with, no need to go for along, of the company with its efficient management and good corporate governance. This is parallel usage. Good corporate governance, efficient management. So as far as this paper is concerned, Nana, here just I want to give some clarification analysis with regard to this paper. Here 1 to 5 reading comprehension, then 6 to 10 fill in the blanks, then 6 to 11, 12 to 20, this is phrasal verbs, then 21 to 30, correction of sentences. See, fill in the blanks 6 to 11. See, you are given with 6 fill in the blanks. And 12 to 20, you are given with 9 phrases. Correction of sentences 10. 10 plus 9, 19, 19 plus 6, 25, and 5 RC. See, these 6 fill in the blanks you have to finish within at least 4 minutes. Then these phrases you have to finish within at least 5 minutes. Then correction of sentences 5. At least you have to finish it in 5 minutes. 5 plus 5, 10, 14 minutes. So 20 minus 14 gives 6 minutes. 6 minutes you have to allocate for reading comprehension. So with regard to the fill in the blanks, at least out of 6, you have to make an attempt of at least 4. Then 12 to 20 phrasal verbs, you have to make an attempt of 6. Then correction of sentences, it is very easy. You have to make an attempt of 8. 6 plus 4, 10, 10 plus 8, 18. 18. Again from 18, here you may commit one mistake. Here you may commit one mistake. Here you may commit 2 mistakes. 2, 3, 4. So 18 into 1, 18 marks. 4 into 1.25. So you have to deduct 5 marks. So you are left with 13. And from reading comprehension, at least you have to get 2 marks. So 15. At least out of 30, you have to get 15 marks. It is going to be the cutoff, minimum cutoff. But you have to go up to 18. It depends on your regular practice. This is the reality. Don't say, I have to get out of 30, 30 or 28 or 27 or 25 or 20 or 18. This is only the ideal figure. 18 is only the ideal figure. ఇదంతా గాసిప్, ఇదంతా గాసిప్. ఏదో అబోవ్ యావరేజ్ స్టూడెంట్స్ అయినా కానీ 20. ఎందుకంటే యు ఆర్ ప్రోన్ టు కమిట్ ద మిస్టేక్స్. Negative marks are there. So what is required? 18 is required. You have to get 18. Then next. Now, yesterday, majority of the students contacted me over phone. So why don't you give vocabulary? Every day, if you are going to give some vocabulary, it may help to us to nurture our vocabulary. Okay, so from today onwards, you are going to be given with some words. Loomed means appeared. Loomed means appeared. Undulate means rising and falling. Undulate means rising and falling. Then exotics means unusual, strange. Exotics means unusual, strange. Then gooey, G-O-O-E-Y. Gooey means soapy, zarudala, soft, mruduvaina. Then clog. Clog means block, B-L-O-C-K, block, addu paduta. Invasion means invade, attack, dandayatra cheyuta. Ubiquitous, E-B-U-I-Q-U-I-T-O-U-S, ubiquitous. ఇది ఎక్కువగా మిస్పెల్డ్ ఎస్ఎస్సి ఎగ్జామ్స్లో అడుగుతుంటాడు. ubiquitous, U-B-I-Q-U-I-T-O-U-S. Any word ended with O-U-S is stated as adjective, common. Then attenuation, A-T-T-E-N-U-A-T-I-O-N. Attenuation means decrease, dwindle, reduce, curtail. All are similar meanings. Attenuation, A-T-T-E-N-U-A-T-I-O-N. Any word ended with N is treated as noun. Attenuation means decrease, dwindle, reduce, curtail. Then entile. Entile means attract, allure, enchant, attract చేసుకోవడం. Entile means entice అన్న అదే మీనింగ్ వస్తుంది. So entile means allure, attract, enchant. Then eulogize. It is a very, very important word. We come across so many times this word. Eulogize. Eulogize means praise, extol, comment. Accolade, ఇంకో మీనింగ్ ఉంది. Accolade, A-C-C-O-L-A-D-E, accolade. So praise, extol, comment, accolade అంటే పొగడుట అని అర్థం. Then belligerent, B-E-L-L-I-G-E-R-E-N-T, belligerent. Belligerent means hostile, శత్రుత్వము, aggressive, enmity, abhorred. ఇవన్నీ కూడా belligerent అనే మీనింగ్కు సేమ్ మీనింగ్స్. belligerent, B-E-L-L-I, belligerent, B-E-L-L-I-G-E-R-E-N-T. belligerent means hostile, శత్రుత్వము, enmity, E-N-M-I-T-Y, aggressive, A-G-G-R-E-S-S-I-V-E, abhorred, A-B-H-O-R-E-D. అంటే ఏంటి? శత్రుత్వము, ఇష్టము లేని. Then acerbic means bitter. Acerbic means bitter, చేదు. తెలుగు మీనింగ్ చేదు. Abbed, A-B-B-E-D, abbed means A-B-B-E-D, abbed means tore apart, చించివేయుట, tore apart. A-B-B-E-D, abbed means tore apart. Then next, subdued. Subdued means defeated. Subdued means defeated. Then drenched means wet completely. Drenched means wet completely. Yesterday evening while I was going to market, I was drenched. నిన్న దినం మార్కెట్ పోయేటప్పుడు నేను పూర్తిగా తడిచిపోయాను, ఎందుకంటే వర్షం పడింది. కాబట్టి drenched means wet completely. Find, ఫ్రెండ్ కాదు, ఫైండ్, F-I-E-N-D. F-R-I-E-N-D, ఫ్రెండ్ అంటే స్నేహితుడు. ఫైండ్ అంటే క్రూయల్, వైలెంట్, ఈవిల్, రూడ్ మ్యాన్, cruel man, violent man, evil man. Find, F-I-E-N-D. Then explicit means clear, candid. Clear, candid. Explicit means clear, candid. దీనికి ఆపోజిట్ implicit. IMPLICT, implicit. Mundane means boring. Mundane means boring. Then emancipate means exonerate, release, leeway, means freedom. Swatantramu. So emancipate means exonerate. EXONERATE. ఇంకొక మీనింగ్ రిలీజ్, అదర్ మీనింగ్ లీవే, కామన్ మీనింగ్ ఫ్రీడమ్. Then propelled means percolate, penetrate, spread. వ్యాపించుట. Propelled means percolate, penetrate, spread, వ్యాపించుట. Clustered means gathered, collected. Gathered, collected. So this today had given 21 words. Every day I used to give some words and I make you to read. Come on. Loomed means appeared. Loomed means appeared. Undulate means rising and falling. Exotics means unusual, strange. Gooey means soapy, soft. Clog means block. Invasion means invade, attack. Ubiquitous means common. Then attenuation means decrease, dwindle, reduce, curtail. Then entile means allure, attract, enchanter. Eulogize means praise, extol, comment, accolade. Then belligerent means hostile, aggressive, enmity, abhor. Acerbic means bitter. Abid means tore apart. Then subdued means defeated. Then drenched means wet completely. Pined means cruel, violent, evil, rude. Explicit means clear, candid. Its opposite is implicit. Then mundane means boring. Emancipate means exonerate, release, leeway, freedom. Then propelled means percolate, penetrate, spread. Clustered means gathered, collected. So children, you please try to concentrate. Why? Because you are very nearer to the examination. So you please, in case of IBBS clerks, so minimum required cutoff in case of ex-servicemen, SC, ST, SC, OC, OBC, EWS. See, this year వేకెన్సీస్ తక్కువగా ఉన్నాయి. సో ప్రిలిమ్స్ క్వాలిఫై కావాలంటే అవుట్ ఆఫ్ 100 తప్పనిసరిగా ఇక్కడ వీరు 65కి వెళ్ళాలి, ఇక్కడ వీరు 100కు 70కి వెళ్ళాలి, ఇక్కడ వీరు 75కి వెళ్ళాలి, ఇక్కడ వీరు కూడా 75 to 78 అట్లా పోతే తప్ప ఈసారి ప్రిలిమ్స్ క్వాలిఫై కాలేరు. గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. మీరు ఇక్కడ ఇంగ్లీష్లో 65కు 18 తెచ్చుకుంటేనే మీకు 47, ఇక్కడ 70కి 18 ఇంగ్లీష్లో తెచ్చుకుంటే యు ఆర్ లెఫ్ట్ విత్ 52, ఇక్కడ 75కు 18 ఇంగ్లీష్లో తెచ్చుకుంటే 57, ఇక్కడ 78కు 18 తీసుకుంటే యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు లెఫ్ట్ విత్ 60. అంటే ఈ రిమైనింగ్ 60కి 47 తెచ్చుకోవాలి. 70 మార్క్స్, 35 రీజనింగ్, 35 క్వాంట్, 40 అవుట్ ఆఫ్ 70కి 52 తెచ్చుకోవాలి, 70కి 57, 70కి 60 తెచ్చుకోవాలి. సో మిమ్మల్ని బతికించేది ఏది? ఇంగ్లీషే. సో ఇన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు గెట్ 18 మార్క్స్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ 30. In such a way you have to prepare. Majority of the students are neglecting English. And please kindly listen to my advocation. In the evening hours, during the night time, sit with your friend and pose the offline paper before you and discuss the reasoning and arithmetic components. Whatever may be the puzzle, aspirant is in a position to crack the puzzle. It may be square puzzle, rectangle puzzle, circle puzzle, syllogism puzzle, or lesser than, greater than puzzle, letter, number, symbol, sequence puzzle, or it may be blood related puzzle, or it may be floor puzzle. So you have to crack within 3 minutes. With regard to the quant also, it may be bar diagram, pie diagram, table diagram, then graph diagram, or it may be data sufficiency. Each puzzle you have to crack within 3 minutes. Each single item arithmetic you have to crack within 1 minute. Each single item of reasoning you have to crack within half minute. In such a way you have to nurture your practice. This is possible only by keeping your offline paper before you, and you have to do the practice. Then only you have to go to the lab and sit before the system and do the things. But the cutoffs are like this. Ex-servicemen, wherever you go, you may be haunted with these cutoffs. Ex-servicemen 165, ST out of 170, SC out of 175, OC, OB, CWS out of 178. If you get 18 marks, at least in English, so then your burden is going to be lessened. 47 out of 70 for ST, per ex-serviceman, 52 out of 70 per ST, 57 out of 70 per SC, 60 out of 70 per OC, OBC, EWS. In such a way, you have to keep your practice. Okay, Nana? Wish you all the best. Tomorrow we meet.